Hello, my name is Mariana Ramirez, and today I'm going to be talking about the article addressing sexual and relationship violence in the LGBT community by using a bystander framework. The article states that college students who belong to the LGBT community and experience sexual and relationship violence have difficulty finding the necessary help or support due to a variety of challenges, such as fear of discrimination and having experienced discrimination from different individuals, including friends, family members, programs, or authority figures. Additionally, the article reveals that some of the current programs that offered help with these types of situations are ineffective. The authors follow their claim by stating that bystander intervention programs offered to students are only effective for those experiencing abuse in heterosexual relationships. In a different article, experiences of intimate partner violence among lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender college students, the intersection of gender, race, and sexual orientations by Whitfield, and other colleagues, revealed that current bystander programs are not designed to address the unique situations nor use inclusive language that LGBT individuals can identify with. This is because these programs were primarily created with heterosexual relationships in mind. Additionally, the article also claims that students who identify as LGBT face distinct challenges when seeking help, such as discrimination, lack of representation, inadequate support systems, and bad mental health. Dr. Lewis and Dr. Long also made this claim in the article Challenges Faced by LGBT Students in Higher Education Strategies for Support. They mentioned how students can be marginalized, experience discrimination, have a lack of resource and support, and how it has affected their mental health and decreases their chance to look for help, which aligns with the challenges mentioned in this article. Because other researchers support this claim made by the article, it gives credibility to the author's argument. Furthermore, the article mentions that several bystander programs have been successful in preventing abuse and violence in heterosexual relationships, such as the UBP Interact and the Men's Program. However, research done by Butler and her colleagues indicates that while the Men UBP has been successful in changing perspectives on abuse in heterosexual relationships, there is no evidence that it has reduced the rate of abuse or violence. Similarly, a study by Ahrens and his colleagues found that Interact was only effective in reducing tolerance for abuse and violence in heterosexual relationships, but there is no evidence that it has ever helped prevent cases of abuse. Moreover, a different article by Giddix and her colleagues state that the Men's Program has been successful in reducing men's tolerance for abuse towards women and encouraging intervention, but there is no connection that it has ever helped reduce abuse or violence. The author's claims are not entirely accurate, and these studies demonstrate that while such programs may change perspective, they do not guarantee prevention or success at preventing abuse or violence. These claims could be interpreted as exaggerations and affect the credibility of the article. The article addresses common assumptions and misconceptions in society about LGBT relationships. For example, the belief that LGBT relationships are less harmful, often rooted in stereotypes like the idea that men can defend themselves while women are not capable to be abusive or violent. They also critique stigmatization and stereotyping, such as the false claim that it is easier to identify the abuser in LGBT relationships based on their behavior or appearance. Additionally, they address that the misconception that only someone from the LGBT community can intervene to stop abusing such relationships. The authors include these assumptions and misconceptions to raise awareness about the false beliefs that still continue in society. This approach aims to inform readers, create greater understanding and empathy for the LGBT community, and highlight the unique challenges they face. By doing so, the authors are more likely to position readers with the article's goal for more inclusive and effective programs that provide support. The authors set the tone of the article with words such as violence, health issues, victims, discrimination, and identities. This vocabulary conveys respect, seriousness, and urgency, which makes the reader emphasize with the seriousness of the issue while avoiding exaggeration. Additionally, the article provides contextual information by explaining the definition of the words they use within the article and the struggles faced by the LGBT members, such as the word victim or relationship violence. They give this information to help readers empathize with the LGBT community and understand why these concepts matter, making it easier for them to grasp the importance of the essay's purpose. Furthermore, even though the authors are trying to prove the efficiency of the bystander program, they acknowledge the risks that come with it, such as the bystander getting hurt by the victim or perpetrator. This transparency demonstrates that they have thoroughly researched the topic and recognize its complexity and importance, which helps increase credibility among the readers. The article presented by the author successfully conveys the seriousness of the issue and justifies the need for action. The use of information and evidence helps readers understand the urgency of the situation and reinforce the relevance of the message. However, the article has significant limitations and affects its credibility, such as questionable claims made about some bystander programs. These issues raise doubts about the article's accuracy and weakens its overall impact. Despite these flaws, the article fulfills its goals of informing, inducing reflection, and call for action. After reading the article, it is likely that it will cause curiosity among readers and inspire them to explore more about the topic. For example, in my case, it left me curious about what other programs could be used to support the LGBT community and more of the complexities that affect their reach for help.